Shortbread.
Shortbread.
Cranberry shortbreads.
Is this the one I requested?
This is the one you requested. So last night, so I've pre-done, obviously, because time is good, and they need to be cooled in the fridge anyway. So this is a very simple shortbread recipe. You have to have room temperature butter. You whisk it with icing sugar until you get a nice light consistency, quite fluffy, and the butter goes much paler. And then you add your flour, a pinch of salt, and then you mix that. So you've got sort of 3/4, so it's like a dough.
Okay.
And then you add your chopped cranberries, which I've used those craisins.
Yum.
Because they need to be dried cranberries, and I think that's the closest thing you've got. So now, and then you roll it into a log, which obviously you can see mine's got a little bit dented on the way here, and then pop it in the fridge overnight or just for an hour till it's firmed up enough that you can cut it. So now what we're going to do is you're going to cut circles for me.
Okay.
And then we are using good old Baker Glide because it's just so practical. And we're just going to cut circles. So just as long as they're all about the same size, I'm guessing about half a centimetre. Maybe the knob on the end might be a bit wonky. So they will be quite firm because they've come from the fridge. But you can see you're going to get the most beautiful colour because you've got the cranberries coming through.
They're very crispy.
Aren't they? They look gorgeous.
Is that about the right
Yeah, I reckon. And then we're going to put them on the tray. A little bit separated because they will grow a fraction. It's quite handy because you can actually make up a couple of batches and just have it in the freezer. And then just
freeze it.
Yeah, you can freeze the mixture. And then, of course, what you can do is then bring out, if people turn up for tea, you've got some, same thing with, like you do cheese biscuits, you can have them in the freezer and then just whip out a log and it defrosts very quickly. So here we go, we're going to pop these
Always
in.
reminds me of my grandma, shortbread.
Oh, that's so
She
gorgeous.
used to always make the Christmas shortbread.
Oh, well, I hope this comes up to standard.
This was fairly...
No pressure.
She didn't have any craisins in hers.
Yes, I think that's becoming...
I like
it was a
that.
more recent thing because cranberries obviously come from the US, so we wouldn't have had them back in the day. When grandmas were doing shortbread, they'd have done beautiful proper ones. So you can see they're the most gorgeous colour, aren't they? They really do look cute. Right, so they're going to go in the baking oven. And in they go. They should take about 15 minutes, I'm guessing. These are a cranberry shortbread. They've got orange zest as well, just to give them a little extra fruity flavour. But essentially, very basic shortbread recipe. Butter, icing sugar, flour, pinch of salt, orange zest. They could have almond essence in. That's an optional extra in the recipe I had, but I thought perhaps not, because I thought they were rather nice with their fruity and the slightly orange zest flavour through. But very simple to make. Just take a few minutes. Just room temperature butter is the important thing.